Hey, what's going on everyone? This is iReviews back with another video, and today I will show you guys how to enable a ultra dark mode on your iOS 26.5 device. Now this is actually really good. A dark mode on your iPhone is always better than having enabled the light mode, for a few reasons. Of course, it looks really cool, much better. The icons and everything, in my opinion, will look much better than the light mode, but it also will save you a ton of battery. Now, on devices that have a screen with an OLED display, it will basically extend the battery life of your device, because when you're looking at a screen, an OLED screen, every pixel that is black is actually a pixel that is turned off. It's not displaying a black color, it's turned off completely. That way you get that really dark look on OLED displays. That's why this will have a number of really good things that it will do for your device. So in this video, I will show you guys how to achieve that and what are the best things to do and the best settings for you to actually get this ultra dark mode on your iPhone running the new iOS 26.5. Now, the first thing you want to do when having a dark mode on your iPhone is have a wallpaper that is mostly black. Like this one right here, you can see it looks really cool with this Apple logo, but also like 80% or maybe 90% of the wallpaper is black. That means that it's not actually consuming battery on the screen there, and it does also look really cool. Now, of course, you can find your own wallpaper. Just make sure that the most part of the wallpaper is actually black. If you want this particular wallpaper, you will find it linked right down below in the description of the video. Now, from here, what you can do first of all is, of course, make sure that you use the dark mode that we have on iOS, and make sure you set it properly to work on your device. Now, to do that, of course, you need to head on to your settings, go under display and brightness, and then right here you will have the dark mode. You can have it on automatic, or if you want to keep it always on, you can do that simply by disabling this, and then from here you choose the dark mode and it will never change. It will stay like that forever. But if you don't like to use it during the day, you can of course enable the automatic one. But if you just want to have that really dark look, just turn it off here and you will always have the dark mode enabled on your iPhone. So let's go ahead and go here. So if we choose the dark mode and we don't want to have the automatic, we can go to options. You will have sunset to sunrise, or you can go with a custom schedule where you can pick your own schedule right here from which clock to which clock your iPhone will actually have the dark mode enabled. Now, of course, as I said, for the best result is go right here and just turn off the automatic and have the dark mode always enabled on your iPhone. Now, you will have here a few other settings that you can change to have this really dark look on your device. First of all, we have an option here for liquid glass. If you go here, you can actually use the tinted option. This means that every menu will be way darker. You can see the change there. So this will give you actually the best result. And of course, it's a newer option that you will only find on iOS 26.2 and newer devices. So if you're on iOS 26, but haven't updated to at least 26.2, then you won't get this option on your device. And now let's go back here. We have a few other settings. By going under accessibility here, we have display and text size. First of all, we have reduced transparency. Now, you will have to keep in mind that if you enable this first and then you go ahead and try to enable the tinted option for liquid glass, it won't work because it will ask you to first disable this. So the right way to do it is, first of all, enable the tinted liquid glass and then come here and enable reduced transparency. This will actually reduce the transparency from all the UI elements on your iPhone and make them actually look really dark. Now, lower here you will also find another option, which is reduce bright effects. This is also a newer option added to iOS 26. I believe it was with iOS 26.4. It will reduce the highlights that your device will give you with a liquid glass effect and all that, which is really cool. And then lower here we'll also have reduce white point. You can also enable this to really get a really dark look and make your iPhone screen even like dimmer, so you can of course adjust it right here. But for daily use, I wouldn't go like over maybe 30%, 25 to 30%, I think will be enough. Now you can see right here we have now all these settings set up for the best dark mode version on iOS 26.5, but all the elements of course will be quite dark, and you can see everything here looks quite dark. What you can do here, which is a great option on iOS 26, is enable this button right here that says show borders. This will show borders around all the UI elements on your iPhone. As you can see now right here, we have a border around the dock, a border around the icons. We go to the control center, we have borders around all the elements on the control center, and this makes it actually look really good, and you basically know better where everything is. It's actually a really great option to have. Now moving here to the home screen, once of course you have set up the wallpaper that you want, you will have a few things here that you can do. First of all, while using like widgets, if you have a few widgets that you use, most of the widget apps will have an option to actually choose whether you want to use the light mode or the dark mode option of the widget. If you have the light mode, you can just switch to the dark mode. Otherwise, if they don't, it will be automatic based on your icons. But what you can also do here is go to the edit section and go to customize. You will have this button that allows you to add a tint to the wallpaper, which makes the wallpaper even dimmer, which is really awesome. And then of course you will also have the option for dark icons right here, so it won't matter whether your iPhone is on light mode or it's on the dark mode, you will always have dark mode icons on your home screen, which is really awesome. And now for the last part, let's move on to the lock screen. Now for the lock screen here, of course, we will leave like show borders enabled that I showed you guys because it shows you the clock even better. But just take a look at the clock, how it looks without it. If we go full dark mode on the clock right here, we'll have only the highlights from liquid glass. Now, of course, it's very hard, maybe even impossible to tell the real time here, but we enable the borders there and it's okay. So you will see now once we have enabled the borders, you can see that really cool look that we get on the lock screen. So right here we have the clock, and of course it has the border around it, and now you can actually see the clock even though of course it's really dark. Now you can of course adjust this. You don't want to have this clock that you can barely tell. You can adjust this easily by going to customize here. So you go to customize and of course you tap on the clock, and you will have this option right here to turn up or down the liquid glass. If you turn it down all the way here, so you will have just that dark look that I showed you guys. You can of course adjust it here to be a bit brighter, and you can also adjust the color of the clock right here. You can even have like a different clock if you want to. So again, you can see this may be the best option, so you get that transparent look with dark mode enabled, and of course the borders. It shows you the clock. It looks really cool, and of course it's much easier for you to tell the time on your device. So that's basically it for this video, guys. This is how you enable the ultra dark mode on iOS 26.5. A great way to customize your device, make it look really cool, but of course save a ton of battery on your iPhone. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video and you found it helpful. If you did, please make sure you leave a like, and of course hit the subscribe button, and it really helps a lot. And I will see you guys on the next one.